Now, if you know me by now, you know that when it comes to superstar basketball players, the best time to judge them is when they're in a peak slash prime. Okay? If you judge them too early before they hit their prime, then it's not an equal comparison. If you judge them when they vastly past their prime, then whatever they do at that point don't even matter. But right there in the center, in the middle, is what we judge them on. And when they're on championship contenders winning. So you would know when it comes to players like Chris Paul, who's vastly put a dent in his legacy as a basketball player, is pretty much to a point where his ranking will be going down. So this did tuck of a hit to the legacy of Chris Paul, because he just ruined his one and only probably last chance of winning a championship, because this was supposed to be his redemption season. After dropping the ball to the Milwaukee Bucks, now you drop the ball to a team that you're supposed to be beating, that you were favorites to win over. The only team to win 70 plus games in the regular season has now folded. This is a bad look, so to speak, on the legacy of Chris Paul. So where do we go from here now? Is he a top 10 point guard of all time? Yeah, you can still put him in there. Okay? And does this put him in the top 5? No. Because before this, people were still saying he's a top 5 point guard of all time, despite the fact that he don't have championships. All right? So he's right there below John Stockton. Okay? So John Stockton to be here, he'll be right here. Okay? So, and John Stockton is probably in the top 10 range. You know, I can't put him in the top 5. Neither one of those guys are compete in the top 5. Championships do matter. You got to have a championship on your resume. Okay? It's not the be all, say all to everything, but you need a championship on your resume to even be called a top 5 or a super elite guy in any category, because rings justify and pit, you know, it gets that extra sauce to taste the way that it tastes. All right? So the Magic Johnsons, the Isaiah Thomases, the Steph Currys, he can't be put in the same sentence with these guys, because these guys got championships. Okay? No matter how you slice it, they got championships. Can't even put him in front of Jason Kidd. Even though Jason Kidd won a championship past his prime, he still got one. All right? And he was a big part on that team to help them overachieve. And before he even won a championship, Jason Kidd led his team to the NBA Finals twice. Okay? Something Chris Paul has not done. Jason Kidd don't have moments when he trained, all right, in the playoffs like that. He was, quote unquote, a better essential point guard. So that's another guy that gets ranked above him. And another guy, Gary Payton, not only does he have a championship, same situation, past his prime a little bit, but he led his team to a championship in the finals twice. Okay, he played a big part with the Miami Heat, but when he was that dude, that guy, he was winning individual accolades, one of the best defensive players of all time, defensive player of the year, and he also went to the finals in 1996. Now, he did lose to Michael Jordan, but losing to Michael Jordan is not something you should be upset about. A lot of people have. Yeah, I mean, he postponed the whole generation in the 90s, pretty much. You know, not too many guys were eating at that time besides him. So that's another guy that gets ranked above Chris Paul. So Chris Paul is a great point guard, but to compete with the Oscar Robertsons and all those other guys, he gets ranked lower. So tarnished legacy, he goes down. Prince Sports out. Peace.